Welcome to my channel, From Vision to Legacy. I'm your host, Erica Marie, and this video is just going to be a quick introduction to me and the channel so you know what to expect, what it's about, and whether or not this channel is for you. Okay? So, first up, right, my name is Erica Kent, but I do go by Erica Marie. I am a single mom of four girls. My oldest is 17 and my youngest is 12. She has special needs. I actually have five girls, just four living. Um, Something to know about me, right? So, first and foremost, Happy New Year because it is January 1st, 2025. So, we said goodbye to 2024 and hello to 2025. Um, so, a little bit about me, then I'll tell you about the channel, what you can expect, the things that we're going to cover, and how best to interact and get the most out of this channel. So, a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm a mom, single mom, four girls, right? I am also a business owner times two. So, I have two companies. The first is my accounting firm, Erica Marie Financials LLC, which was started in 2021. And the second is Empower Your Finances LLC, which I started last year in May after I moved from Ohio to Georgia. So I now live in Georgia, right? So something else that you're learning about me right now. So I started Empower Your Finances because while I probably could have did this with my accounting firm, I actually wanted it to be separate, right? Because my accounting firm is one-on-one services. So I have clients that I work with one-on-one, bookkeeping, accounting, taxes, right? Helping them handle the financial side of their business. But Empower Your Finances is all about delivering a one-to-many service, right? Where I help you use my signature Empower Blueprint, which is trademarked, so you know. Um, to create your lasting legacy that you want to leave for your family. So, who is it for? Who is this channel for? It's for parentpreneurs. What is a parentpreneur? It is simply a parent, a mom or a dad, or parents, right? Mom and dad, who also own a business or more, right? So, whether you're just starting, you're established, you have multiple, this is a place for you if you are two things. Ready? One, a parentpreneur, which we've already established is means you have kids and you own a business, right? And two, you want to create generational wealth, but you don't actually come from it, right? So that's me, right? And that's also what this channel is about. That is also you. So if you're on this channel, then you don't come from wealth, right? You don't have a wealthy background. Myself, right? I didn't come from wealth. Now, I had family members who had some wealth, right? But my immediate family, like my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my siblings, things of that nature, right? The immediate family that we grew up with, we did not have what you would call a privileged background, right? We were middle class and some weeks or months, right? That meant super low middle class, right? Where we may or may not have had what we needed. And other times it may have meant a little bit higher middle class. But generally we fell right around the middle to lower end of it. Um, so the whole point of this channel, right, is to not only chronicle my journey, but to also chronicle yours. Okay. And the biggest part of any journey is education, right? So that's why I created this channel. Um, I have two businesses. I have four girls, right? I went to school, got an accounting degree, and I got my accounting degree in my 30s. So just know it's never too late, right? Now, I've been doing bookkeeping and accounting work since I was a teenager, right? So my mom was an accounting assistant while I was growing up, and she brought her work home with her one day, and I just kind of fell in love, right? So I've always been immersed in the bookkeeping, accounting, taxes world, so to speak. And my experience came first, my education came later. So I learned all I possibly could through experience, helping my mom with her work, helping friends and family members with their businesses, things like that, before I actually went to school and got the degree and then started my own business. Um, for Empower Your Finances, That is because I am still on my wealth building journey, right? So I'm not where I fully want to be yet, right? But I am far from where I used to be. So I'm probably in the middle stages of my journey, I would say. And that's okay. Everybody starts somewhere else, right? Some of you will be coming to this channel and you're just starting out, right? You're in the beginning. So maybe you just started your business, or maybe it's, barely a couple months old or not even a year old yet, right? So you're newer to business, you're newer to wealth building, you're newer to being a parentpreneur. And then some of you will be kind of in the middle of your journey, like me, right? And then others may be further along, so you're more established. Maybe you've been in business 5, 10, 15, 20 years, right? And you have some wealth build up, and you may be close to where you want to be, but you're not quite there yet, right? So we're all starting somewhere, and we're all in this together, right? That's what this journey is about. Every journey is unique. And from vision to legacy is going to be that journey, right? Just the YouTube version of the journey. So no matter where you're starting from, right? As long as you're a parentpreneur and you're working to create a lasting legacy and build generational wealth, then this is the place for you. All right. So what can you expect in this channel? Training, education, collaboration, right? That's what it's all about. So you're going to be encouraged to comment below the video, right? You're going to be encouraged to like, subscribe, invite people to the channel who you feel could benefit from the information being presented. And my teaching style is a little different, right? So sometimes I'll use slides if I feel like it's going to enhance the message, or if it's essential to making sure that you guys actually get the key points of what I am talking about, especially because for me, right, I learn best by not only listening, but also seeing. So a lot of times I may use visual aids, but not always. There might be videos like this one, right, where I'm just talking to you. We're just having a conversation. I might ask you questions. You can, comment, and I will respond, right? Because even though we're on opposite sides of the screen, doesn't mean we can't interact, right? That you can't ask a question and I in turn answer it. You can't say, hey, I want to learn more about this. And I'd be like, okay, I'll make a video about it, right? So you can drop your topic ideas down, right? If there's something you really want to know about what it takes to really build generational wealth, especially when you're not starting from a wealthy place. Ask your questions, right? Tell me what you want to learn about, and I promise I will respond. If it is something that I may not have that much knowledge around, right? Because, like I said, every journey is different, okay? I'll let you know, because I'm a firm believer in we know what we know and we don't know what we don't know, right? So, not everybody knows everything. I'm not going to pretend to know everything, right? I only know things from my perspective and how I've experienced them. And that's how I'm going to share them with you, right? Or with my clients as well. So things that they've learned, things that they've experienced. As long as they allow me, I will share those things with you. Um, if you hear my daughter in the background, right? That is because my youngest is 12. She has special needs and she loves to let people know that she is around mommy at all times. So please don't let that distract you. I promise I'm still here with you. But I'm a mom first, business owner second, right? And I'm sure you guys can relate to that. So a little bit more about me, right? I kind of told you guys about the channel. I told you what a parentpreneur is, right? In case you didn't know, now you do. I have two businesses. I have four girls, right? I didn't come from money, right? I didn't come from wealth, but I am building it. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm far from where I used to be. And that is something that I'm very proud of, right? It took a lot of work to get here, especially, having four children. And I homeschool them. Did I tell you that? I don't think I did. So I also homeschool my kids. And you might be thinking like, okay, you have four kids, you're a single mom, you have two businesses, and you homeschool your kids. How do you do it all? I don't have an easy answer for you. I just do it, right? So there's planning involved, obviously. There's things that happen each day that I have to prioritize, right? If there's an appointment or a client meeting or something like that, those get priority over some things that can maybe be pushed to another day. But really, just practice makes perfect, right? So just getting up every day, giving it my all, no matter what the day throws at me, and continuing to build from there every single day. That is how a journey looks, right? It's not linear. It's up and down. So I have good days, I have bad days. I have good years, I have bad years. I have good months, I have bad months. You get the point, right? Life is the same way. Any journey that you go on is going to be the same way. It's never going to be linear. It's always going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. There is actually nothing in life that is linear except your age. Your age is the one thing that goes in a straight line, starts at 0 and then goes up into, as long as you live, right? 80, 100, whatever that may be. That's the only linear thing in life. Everything else is like a roller coaster, right? Being a parent, whether you're a mom or a dad, right? Every day with your kid is going to be different. When you have more than one kid, right? It's going to be even more different. I'm so sorry. She just like randomly threw something. Okay. Um, cheers. Thank you. Okay, where was that? Yeah, so every day is going to be different. What I will tell you is that I am 100% a real person, so these will not be perfectly edited, perfectly scripted videos. I cannot operate like that, okay? But it's also not going to be complete chaos every single time. So there may be, sometimes like now where we might have a minor interruption. And I'm human. So if she does something like completely off the wall, I'll probably laugh. But just enjoy it. It's life, right? Nothing is perfect, nothing is scripted in life. We just have to embrace each moment and keep going, right? So I'm not going to let that stop me from the video, right? I'm still recording. I'm still going to post this. But like I was saying, life isn't linear. Journeys aren't linear. The only thing that's linear is your age. It continues to go up no matter what, right? Same thing with the years, right? They continue to go up no matter what. So we were just in 2024, now we're in 2025, right? It's linear. It's going up and up and up each year, right? So even though we're essentially experiencing the same months and days every year, it's still a different year. It's still a different day, right? Because January 1st, 2024 is drastically different than today, which is January 1st, 2025, right? So YouTube has been something that's been on my mind for a while, but I've always kind of just pushed it off like, no, I had this, I'll be honest, misconception that, okay, I need to make sure that I always have a quiet environment and I can always be super professional and say exactly what I need to say and know exactly what I'm going to say before I even start this, right? Can you imagine if I would have thought that way before I started my accounting firm? I wouldn't be where I am today. If I would have continued to think that way for years to come, I wouldn't be recording this video right now, right? So we all start from somewhere, okay? We can't control the past. All we really have is today. And I made the decision that today was the day I was going to start my channel. No matter what was going on, never mind that the kids are home, right? Well, they're always home, but never mind that, she just threw something. I could easily be like, oh man, now I got to re-record. No, that's overwhelming to me. I'm human. Not every moment's going to be perfect. I'm not going to say everything that I was supposed to say. Why? Because I don't use scripts, right? I think I told you that already, but I'm going to just reiterate it. I don't use scripts. Why do I not use scripts? Because it doesn't feel real to me. It doesn't feel authentic. So I'll have a general idea of what I want to talk about, right? And then I would naturally talk about it in the way that it comes out because I always believe that what you are meant to say is what you actually say, right? And yes, I know sometimes we can make mistakes when we're talking and we'll correct ourselves, right? But if I was to script everything that I said to you, right, I would probably be sitting like this, looking at another screen, reading word for word, because how am I going to remember all of that, right? You don't want that. I don't want that. So this channel is not that. I'm just going to be talking to you. We're going to be having conversations, right? I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to comment your answers whenever you're seeing this video, and I'll respond, right? That's how we're going to interact, and it's going to be real. It's not going to be scripted. It's not going to be pre-planned always, right? But I will give you two things. One, education around a variety of subjects when it comes to wealth building. And two, a video every single week, at least through the end of June, every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Those are the two things that you can expect. If you want to be technical, there's 3 things you can expect, and those are a new video every Friday from now through the end of June at 12 p.m. Eastern. After that, it'll probably be like bi-weekly at that point. But I feel like at least for the first 6 months of this year, I really want to do a video every week. So I'm going to do a video every week, no matter what. Even if she gives me her tablet 50,000 times during the video, I'm going to do it. I'm still going to record it. I'm still going to post it, and you're still going to get the information. Number 2, consistency with the posting, right? But also, what was number 2? Oh, authenticity. Duh, right? I'm human. You know I'm human. I know I'm human. So don't expect perfection. Just expect improvements, right? And I'm always going to follow through with what I say. And number 3, because I said there was 3 things. I did get, sidetracked a little bit, mom brain. I don't know at the moment. It'll probably come back to me. If it doesn't, it's okay. Whenever I'm meant to say it, I'll say it. Obviously, if it went away, then maybe it wasn't that important, right? So, first video, because this does not count. I promise you, this is just an introduction to me and the channel so you know that you're in the right place. The first video, we're going to talk about why it's never too early or too late to start your legacy building journey, or generational wealth creation journey, however you need to hear that right now. That will be this Friday, January 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's when you can expect that to drop on this channel. But long story short, right? I started my business in 2021. I actually had got my associate's degree. Was it 2020 or 2021? COVID has my timeline all messed up. I swear. I know I started school before COVID and I finished it during. I just don't remember if I got my associate's in 20. I think I got it in 2020. Started my accounting firm in 2021, and then I actually continued to get my bachelor's and got that in 2022. Like I said, my education came much later because I got the experience first, right? I have 4 girls, 2 businesses, a degree in accounting. What else do I feel is important for you to know about me aside from my teaching style, right? That I'm human. I like to have fun, right? So everything's not going to be serious all the time, right? If she does something silly, I'll laugh. I'll let you guys in on the joke, right? But I am very professional, but also fun, right? Because like I said, I'm human. So you're going to get a lot of information from me. It will be very targeted based on whatever we're talking about for that video. But you'll also probably get some storytelling in there, right? It might remind me of something that happened or something I went through or something, one of my clients experienced, and I will share that with you. Just like I hope that you will share your experiences with me, right? I think it's important, right, before I end this video that I define what legacy means to me, because I also want to know what legacy means to you, okay? So for me, legacy means, and you'll find this out very quickly, that words tend to have multiple meanings with me. So as a mom, legacy means my girls, right? Those are my living legacy. They are the ones that are going to carry on my bloodline long after I'm gone, right? As a business owner, legacy means the work that I do with my clients carrying on after I'm gone, right? Having someone to continue to work with them, and any new clients that come in, right? Even after I'm gone. But in general, right, as a general rule, legacy to me means one word. It means infinite. You might be like, okay, what the heck does infinite have to do with legacy? And I'm going to tell you, because legacy is never just one thing to me, right? But it's also like I prefer to use lasting legacy as opposed to just legacy. And that's because to me, like a legacy is something that lives on after you're gone. So I say infinite, right? Because infinite means that it's never ending. It means it's continuing to go on and on and on long after you're no longer here, right? And it continues to be built upon. We all have finite lifespans, right? Especially when you think about the whole history of humanity, right? Since the dawn of time, when human beings came into existence, our lifetime is finite. It's but a small number in that larger number, right? But time does not stop just because we're no longer here. It stops for us, it doesn't stop for others, right? It continues to go on generation after generation, year after year, century after century, right? And that's what a legacy is. It is infinite. It means it continues to go on. So let me tell you a little bit about my vision because I want to know about your vision too. On the personal side for my vision, right? My legacy vision is that I will own land and a home. And I'm not talking about a mortgage, okay? I'm talking about land that is paid for, which I'm in the process of doing this right now. Remember, I told you I'm in the middle of my journey. Getting land and then building a home, a dream home for me and the girls from the ground up. You might be thinking, like, why do you want to build instead of just buy and have a mortgage like everybody else, right? I'll tell you why. Two reasons, right? Number one, my grandmother. She inspired wanting to build my dream home in me. Why? Because her husband built her dream home for her and she lived in it until she passed in 2011. She lived there every day. That's why I want to build, right? I want something brand new that came from my own vision, right? That incorporates what me and my girls want in a home, right? I don't want someone else's idea. I want mine. And then two, because when I own the land and I own the home and everything was built from scratch, right? I can then pass it on generation after generation, right? And I do that with an estate plan. hmm You do not have to be rich. This is a common misconception. I promise we'll get into it in another video, but I'm just going to say this now because I feel it's important, right? And I'm going to go with it. You do not need to be rich to have an estate plan, okay? There are certain things that you can put in place no matter your income level, okay? To ensure that the things that you want to continue after you're gone continue, right? To me, that is the essence of generational wealth. It doesn't have to be all financial, right? It could be physical things like a home and a land, right? I always want my girls to have a home, even after I'm gone. I want their kids to have a home and their kids' kids and so on and so forth, right? So the home and the land will be part of the generational wealth we create, right? The lasting legacy that I'm creating. And it could be that for you, or maybe you buy a home, right? And you pay it off and then you leave it to your kids or your grandkids or whoever, right? Um, I know, I hear you. I'm almost done, I promise. She always wants to make her presence known, just so you know. So if you guys hear in the background, it's okay. I learn to ignore her sometimes until she does something like so out of the ordinary for her that I'm just like, okay, I have to acknowledge this. I can't just ignore it. So, because if you don't, Cherish will continue and continue and continue until you pay attention, right? Love her to death. That's my baby. But she can be very determined, right? But I think she gets that from me because some things that you're going to need on this journey are going to be determination. It's going to be resilience, right? And it's going to be dedication. You're also going to have to build some habits, experience, or undergo some mindset shifts on this journey. And acquire knowledge, right? Education. I told you education is a big thing. So those are some of the things that you're going to need for this journey. And really, I want this channel to be a journey for you. So we're going to start from the beginning, right? We're going to start with the basics and we're going to build from there because that's what you do whenever you're creating something, right? And that just means that no matter where you are in your journey, whether you're just starting your business or you're beyond established, right? Whether you're just starting your journey, you're in the middle, or you're near the end, this channel is for you. There's going to be something in it for you, right? I know that we all don't know everything, but I believe that together we do know everything, right? So your knowledge and my knowledge and her knowledge and his knowledge and their knowledge, all of our knowledge combined helps us to know everything, right? So collaboration is really big with me, if you can't tell. So we're going to be collaborating on this journey. So number one, right? Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I want you to comment 2 things from this video, right? I want you to give me an introduction to you because just as I'm allowing you to get to know me, I want to get to know you. And number 2, 3 things. Number 2, I want to know your definition of legacy. And then number 3, I want to know what your vision is for your lasting legacy. If you're feeling called to share, please do. Just put it in the comments. I promise I will respond. And if you have any topic ideas, right, things that you actually want me to talk about, because we will be covering financial things. Remember, I'm an accountant, right? And you cannot build generational wealth without having financial knowledge and there being some financial aspect to it. As a parent, right, you manage your household finances. As a business owner, you manage your business finances, right? So finances play a huge part in this. So those topics are not exempt from this channel, right? We will be covering those. But she just went that way. Just tell me some things that you want to learn about, right? Some things that you would like me to talk about, and I will. I do have an idea. I'm going to pull it up for you real quick about some of the things I'm going to be talking about, at least for these first few months. And I'll give you some of the topics, right? The first one, like I said, that'll be dropping this Friday, is going to just basically talk about why it's never too early or too late to start building wealth, start your wealth building journey. Something else we're going to talk about is turning your challenges into strengths, right? We're going to talk about mindset shifts as well. We're also going to talk about breaking the cycle, right? So how to be the first to rewrite your family's story for the future. 5 simple ways to start building wealth this month. The hidden power of small wins, right? So how you can gain momentum in your business. And these are just topics, right? So I'm not giving you any specifics. I'm just giving you a general idea of the things that we're going to be talking about. And like I told you, planning comes into play. So I planned some of these topics that I'm going to talk about simply because we got to have a point to this channel, right? It's a journey. So we have to start from somewhere to get to. So I needed to have a general idea of where we were going. The role of habits in building a lasting legacy. And I did tell you, you're going to need to develop some daily habits, discipline. Legacy and lifestyle. Can you have both without burnout? That's going to be a big one, right? Especially because we're parentpreneurs, right? So we have kids and we're running businesses. That can be a lot. It can be overwhelming, but there are ways to manage it, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to be burned out, right? It doesn't mean you have to be in go mode 24/7, right? You need to take care of you as well. Something else that we're going to talk about is setting boundaries, because that is going to be very important on your journey, okay? But that's just, a few of the things we're going to talk about. I want to make sure that I gave you guys that information so you knew some of what to expect, right? But remember, I am open to suggestions. So if you have a topic idea, just drop it in the comments. But hopefully I gave you a good idea of who I am, right? What this channel's about, what you can expect. And if I didn't, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I will answer. Some basic facts, right? My favorite color is purple. My favorite movie, I have a lot. I love movies, but Harry Potter, as far as series go, right? And as far as Disney goes, it's always going to be Beauty and the Beast. So, fun fact, right? So on the accounting side of things, that part of me, right? I am also referred to as the Hermione of numbers, which is just a play on the fact that I love Harry Potter, right? And numbers is my jam. Okay. So, I love traveling, seeing new places, being out in nature, things of that sort. I'm very intuitive, right? So that's why I don't really do scripts, because I'm always going to go with the things that I feel need to be said, not necessarily the practical way that something should be said, right? I'm going to go with what I feel and how I should communicate something. And that's something else you're going to get from this channel too. It's just going to be practical, right? Strategies, tools, insights, but also real. I'm going to give you the real. I'm not going to sugarcoat things, right? Because remember, I told you this journey is not linear. It's not going to be the easiest journey of your life, but it's also not going to be the hardest because it is a lot simpler than you think, I promise. But I don't know where I was going with that. This will happen sometimes, okay? I'm human. Just bear with me. Welcome to my world, right? But you'll get tools, you'll get strategies, you'll get insights, right? I will share my story. I will share client stories when they allow. And I want to learn your story too, because I really believe that we are all on this journey together, right? So if you're here for a reason. And I'm going to trust that reason. And I hope that you will trust that reason and that you will get everything that you want to and more out of this channel. And I look forward to spending this year and beyond with you guys right here. So don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below. I want to know who you are, where you're from, right? I want to know your vision, if you're willing to share, and your definition of legacy. What does legacy mean to you? So drop those things below, and then I will drop the next video this Friday, January 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. All right. Until then, I will see you. Bye.